What's up everyone? Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Before we begin, make sure to hit the like and subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon. We're posting 4 videos every day, so make sure to check back every single day. We're aiming for 20k subscribers and get a deal in the description if you haven't already. This is not financial advice. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. What's up guys, so just before we begin, make sure to hit the subscribe and bell icon. People aren't seeing our content and that's probably because you haven't hit the bell. Thank you again for all your support. We're so proud of the amazing community that we've built. So we're just taking a look at Vechain here, and the first thing that I noticed right off the bat is the fact that we do look as though we are getting a few bullish divergences here. You can see our RSIs coming up and our price action was trying to push itself even further down. We've had that ABC correction, we've had a bit of a bounce from that level, but you can see here, we've obviously stuck under this resistance, looking something like this, where we do have that falling wedge, just like we had basically for a long time in this bearish period here with lower lows, lower highs. And you know, we're coming very close to the bottom of our macro channel here, aren't we? This macro channel where every single time that we come down in and around this level here, we do get that bounce. You can see here, here, and now here. Every single time we come down towards that kind of level, we do get a very nice bounce to the upside. And you can see this is actually looking, if you look at this, it's actually looking quite similar to this. Obviously because of the logarithmic scale, they look quite similar in size. But in reality, you know, you can see what's happened here. We've come up, we've had a bit of a double top, rolling over in a falling wedge like this. We come up again, we get that one last test of the lows with a bit of a bearish period here. And then boom, a massive bull run to the upside. And since we've had such a bearish period in the market for such a long time here, we could potentially have, you know, we've had this bearish period just like this. We come up like this. We have that one last correction like this, back down to the bottom of the macro channel, and then that huge explosion. And we're not saying it'll happen exactly the same, but if we did have a huge explosion from here, you can obviously see some of the price targets we'll be looking for Vechain will be very good indeed. You can see there's a decent amount of confluence between these two kinds of ideas here. And if we zoom back in, you can see here Vechain, it has actually, you know, it swept the lows again, didn't it? At around that 8.5 cent level, but it does look as though it has, you know, bounced off that level and it's currently wicking back up really nicely, isn't it? We just draw the Fib retracement on this. Recent move here for Vechain as well. You can see these levels being really nicely respected all over the place. Basically got a support here, support, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, and then we're coming back down towards another level of support at that 023 and that macro trend line there as well. So if we do come back down and sweep these lows one more time before that bounce, we're going to be looking at a pretty monstrous bounce in our opinion for Vechain. Obviously when you break out of a falling wedge, you do have a technical target of coming back to where you formed it. But overall, we could be saying as well that we are potentially forming something like this, where we've got a little bit of a pennant forming, something like this, which a lot of cryptos are actually showing right now. And if this was the case, obviously this would have a monster breakout target as well. If we do something like this, we coil up, we actually lose that the bottom of that macro trend, and then we get that massive explosion to the upside for continuation for Vechain. I mean, just for argument's sake, if we just to take it from here, for example, we're going to be looking at least going back towards that all-time high, probably a little bit beyond it. If that's the case, to around 35 cents, which would obviously be a really nice price target for Vechain. So, you know, people have been so bearish recently, but as we said, it's only going to take one big pump in the market for Vechain to be essentially getting back on track. And remember that we're still in a bull market here, so it's actually pretty normal to be having that higher higher low, and then if we get that high again, we will basically be looking at, you know, that full reversal of this trend and that move to the upside looking really bullish. So we're still optimistic here that things are going to be going very well. And we do think that, you know, considering that we are seeing some bullish divergences here, we've obviously got the hourly time frame as well, where we did seem to sweep the lows again over the past few hours here. And then we've got that big bounce to the upside again, back into this area here. We're probably feeling, you know, quite optimistic that we're going to be seeing a decent move to the upside pretty damn soon. We've obviously seen a lot of bearish activity in the market, but it does look as though we are potentially getting that double bottom here. We've got those massive bullish divergences all over the place. Histogram here as well. Bullish divergences all over the place. So it seems likely, in our opinion, we're probably running out of steam to the downside overall. Probably going to be getting that bounce. So if we do roll over again, we'll sweep those lows one more time like this before getting that bounce, because we would truly be getting ridiculously overextended if that was the case then. And then if we do start to bounce to the upside, we want to break this resistance at around 9.5 cents. If we can come up to around 10 cents at that 0.38, retest support and move to the upside, that would be super bullish. And then obviously we want to be getting back towards the 0.50 here at 12 cents and then back up into these levels here that we've been basically, we've lost a decent amount of support and we were to reclaim these levels, getting back up towards the upside before that pump. And then, I mean, looking at the macro total bull run fib extension and the fib extension here, you can see that our price target of 50 cents to $1 looking very likely in our opinion, getting up towards the 127, the 141 here on the recent fib. And then obviously we've got that really nice 161 on the macro fib at around 90-ish cents. Basically saying 50 cents to $1 looking very likely. So that's it, guys. We'd like to thank everyone so much for their support. If you've got any questions or suggestions, please leave them down below, and don't forget to subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon, to stay up to date with the 4 videos that we post every single day. Remember, if you want to support the channel more directly and get a ton of benefits and insight, as well as joining our growing community, consider the Patreon or YouTube membership down below. You can also sign up to our free Telegram via the description as well. All the links are in the description for affiliate links for discounts and free crypto, so go check them all out below. There's plenty of goodness on offer. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalists.